As we have promised, we've got esteemed guests. To the right to me, we have Bik Mahmoudov. I think you were able to check his Instagram page, do some pre-review of his experience and so on. And suddenly, unfortunately, we have another marketing expert, Kamar Danaga. He is marketing manager for Najat Talim. Have you ever heard the school called Najat Talim? So they used to work together, or they are working together. I don't know. We will ask. and we're pretty glad to have this kind of experienced professionals, so that we can engage with them, ask their steps, their experiences. I'm also very interested in the practical side, the professional side of this marketing sphere in Uzbekistan, because I do have some experience, but it's in Japan, and it's more of like the theoretical side. And I would love to have us to be kind of a bridge for your step towards your career. And let's try to have this session as engaging, as meaningful as possible. All right. I know it's a bit hot, so you can grab some, I don't know, water or tea or coffee. And since we will be doing this as a live podcast base, I hope you will be able to cooperate. Okay. So first of all, welcome to Central Asian University. We are PR and Media Management department students. We have juniors, our third year students, and sophomores, right? And second year students. How many sophomores do we have? Can you quickly raise your hands? 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, right? And most of them are third year students. So they are already thinking about their future career in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So let's maybe grab something meaningful today from this conversation. Okay. So if you could please briefly introduce about yourself, your background.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Khurshad. As Bogoraka told, I'm a marketer with 8 years of experience in Uzbekistan market. I graduated Singapore Management Development Institute of Singapore. And to begin with, sorry for my English, because it's been a long time. I haven't practiced so much. So actually, if you could tell me a little bit earlier that we'll have some PR interested guys, I will definitely invite my wife, because she is experienced in PR industry.
Okay.
She works as a PR manager.
Next time.
Good. And Maslow PR, maybe a fair.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been working as a marketer all these 8 years, starting from Murad Buildings company as just a specialist. And moving forward, I've been worked in different industries, including real estate, Horeca. Have you heard about Horeca? Are you? Yeah. Okay. And mostly my experience for FMCG and retail industry. You all well known about FMCG, right? So what was the meaning of FMCG?
What knows?
I think we have never heard about it. FMCG,
Yeah.
No.
Correct. It's fast-moving consumer goods. That's daily products that we get from supermarket, Korzinka. So actually, these are the products, brands that invests a lot of money for the marketing. Because it's more, how to say, simultaneously decision when you make to get something. So if you want to answer the question, like imagine if we take all the world, what do you think? What is the percentage when you come to the store, to the Korzinka? If we're taking account all the world, people, they buy products from the list that they have, and also they make simultaneously purchases, right? So what is the percentage that people buy from the list? What is the percentage they buy it simultaneously, depending on the feelings, etc.
On a spontaneous basis,
Yeah,
right?
spontaneous, exactly. What do you think? What is the
Is
percentage?
it like 10 to 90? Or
Maybe 70 to 30. Yeah,
It's
70
70
goes where? 70 goes to the list or
Yeah,
to
to
the
the list of
Ah,
course,
the
because
list, to list.
and then 30.
Actually, it's vice versa.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That means if we stop make simultaneously
Mhm.
purchases, that means all countries, all world's economy will fall down.
Mhm.
So actually, if you go to the market of job market, and you can see that marketers they need to be first of all economists. So marketing is all about firstly all about numbers, and before we have any decisions we look at numbers. That's why whenever some people say that this is marketing is more like creative approach, you need to be creative person, etc. First of all I say no, you need to be very good at numbers, because in one day if I work 8 hours, half a day I work with numbers, I look at numbers, make predictions, etc., etc. So we went deeply for FMCG. Right now, I'm working as a CMO of Honor. Honor is a smartphone producer. This is number top three in China. In Uzbekistan, also top three after Xiaomi, Samsung. Honor is has third place market share in Uzbekistan. So that's
Officially selling, right?
yes,
Officially
yes, officially smart. So that's the quick introduction about myself.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so is it okay if I ask a couple of questions in the beginning and then we go to the roundtable discussion? You said that you've got this 8 years of experiencing in the field of marketing, and you started from Murad Buildings company from the construction industry, right? And then right now we see you see yourself in the smartphone, mobile, more like IT industry. And what are the industries you've been through, and what are the challenges you were able to kind of encounter along the way?
Okay, so except Murad Buildings, I also worked for Bon's coffee shop. Yes. This is the company ABNMB Group. Actually, they have, except Bon, they have several restaurants. They all also are official distributors of family Nestle products in Uzbekistan. Yeah, and also Family Group, the FMCG producers. I also worked there as CMO. And at that time, I came to this company as brand manager, and I have met my right now the best teacher in marketing sphere. This is Shahrukhn Zawajinov. Right now, he's the creative director and CEO of FCB Art Group. Yeah, about the challenges, actually in Uzbekistan, I don't know what's going on in the world, but in Uzbekistan, company owner is the first marketer. That's why any decisions made, marketing decisions are always communicated with the company owner. And that's the reason in every company I worked, my main supervisor was the company owner. So if you want to be a marketer, you need to, that means that you need to be really nice. You need to have nice communication skills, because you're going to work with directly with company owners. So that's the main
The challenge that behind the fear you rated things. You cool. Thank you very much. I do have lots of other questions. Ahmad, would you mind if you talk a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. First of all, I'm sorry my English very poor.
It's okay. It's okay.
I 4 years practice in marketing sphere, especially I worked with education sphere. My career started with Najat Talam. I came to Najat Talam 3 years before, and I've started. So especially Najat Talam attentions on social media marketing, especially digital marketing. So I've also learned in Najat Talam in social media marketing courses and started my job with a community manager who works with uh, comments and direct message, and also I worked in too many positions as YouTube manager, community manager, event manager, PR manager, and in the last one, I worked as head of marketing Najat Panel. It was great, but experience. It was been very great experience to me. I've left, and now I've left Najat Talam.
I heard that you were promoted to somewhere else, right? Yeah. But you changed your job from Najat Padam to where?
So
Can you tell it? Is that a secret?
it's secret.
It's a secret. Okay, got it. got it. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe next time when you officially adapt and settle down, maybe you'll be able to explain. Yeah. So the thank you very much. So this background actually talks a lot for us because we are taking the subject called media strategy, and everything that you have experienced, that you have done as a real work, we are kind of learning it at the moment, and we are practicing it. Maybe the questions might come to you, and we can change the language into Uzbek, into Russian in a sense, so that it's going to be easier for you to speak.
Right. Just one more thing to add. Our connection.
Yes, by the way, yes.
Starting from the 2022, except my main work, except my main job, I also work as a marketing consultant. And Najat Talam was the first company that I worked as a marketing consultant.
Okay.
Right now, I have 2 more companies that I work as a consultant. Because we have signed NDA, I can't talk about them. But yeah, I work as a full time for Honor. Yeah, and for Uzbek companies as a consultant.
Is it like you have a marketing agency, consulting agency, or you are more of like a freelancer consultant?
I'm just freelancing right now. Just freelance.
So you can also think about whether you want to open up your own marketing agency or PR agency and hire many people and kind of manage them, or you want to be a solo kind of individual performer who you will be consulting individually.
Actually, it's right. It's now time to go forward and own agency. But the challenge that I have right now, there is no Uzbek company that invests so much money and for marketing comparing to global companies like Honor. And the thing is that global companies, they invest in marketing in the right way. If we take Uzbek companies, it depends on the company owner's feeling. Like I feel like we should go there, we should go there. However, and global companies, we make research, we invest a lot of money for the research. After we make any communication, we find out which channel of communication made more return on investment than the other one, etc. So these kind of things, there are a lot of advantages working in Honor in global companies. That's why it's very difficult to how to say bye to this experience that you are getting from international company.
And got it. Good. Thanks for talking about numbers and ROE, because they are the ones who haven't taken number-related subjects much compared to other business school students. So I was going to kind of surprise them in our upcoming classes that we will be talking about numbers. But here you have the practical, in practical world, you will face these numbers as well. You will have to work with these numbers, and we will be practicing some of the numerical stuff as well. Don't worry, it's not like it's not too difficult, complicated mathematical equations or formulas. It's basic math, but you have to stick to the analysis based on the quantitative data as well in the near future. And we will be learning about this ROE, return on investment, and all the other terminologies. All right. So we can move on to your questions if you have any based on the introductions, based on what you were thinking about after your observation. Who wants to go first? Volunteer. Yeah.
I have.
Yes, please,
Please.
Samira.
So the question is, so as we heard about your background, you have worked in Uzbek companies, right? Like you said, Bone, now Honor. So do you have a desire to work with foreign companies, maybe, to look how they are working, how they are processing, how marketing is working for them? Did you have some kind of, I don't know, orders to work with foreign companies, maybe in Central Asia, maybe for Kazakh companies? I don't know. What you think about this?
Even companies that are located outside.
Yeah,
outside
outside
Uzbekistan.
foreign. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Maybe you don't know about this company. Honor is a smartphone producer.
Yeah.
It's a Chinese brand,
Mhm.
and they have companies all around the world. And actually, with the help of Honor, I know how the businesses, how marketing works in other countries as well, because we have yearly meetings and also weekly meetings with weekly online meetings with every marketing CMO in Central Asia, Eurasia. We have weekly meetings where we discuss about challenges, etc., where we share with our experience, because there are similar, how to say, similar markets for Uzbekistan, similar markets for Russia, etc. So we share our experience, and of course, as I mentioned, the reason why I'm not leaving the international company, why I'm not opening my own agency. The reason is because of this experience that I'm getting right now. Because working in my own company, I will be stick working with just local companies, and I think it's not going to be so interesting which is I'm now getting and working with on it.
Anybody else? Similar to this?
I've got a question.
Okay, please.
So the thing is, we'll be graduating university in a year. It's a short period of time, and as you work as as experienced person in the marketing field, at the beginning of your career, what kind of challenges you had, and what kind of advice you can give us?
Last question. Good. Well, I think before you graduate, you should definitely have some experience as an internship or anything else, because we have a lot of young in Uzbekistan. Most of the people are young. That's why we have a lot of people that they are seeking for job opportunities. And when I have a list of people who wants to join our company, etc., even if they are young, first of all, I look what have they done during their education, because I don't need anyone who just studied and that's it. Because I need anything else. Because yeah, first of all, of course, you need to know several languages. That's definitely must have, and also you need to have a background, as I mentioned, as an internship, and any background as an internship. So you need to add pluses into your CV. In other case, just in looking at the CV, you will be already excluded on the list. So that's the main part. And another part, you should definitely have, how to say, experience in getting interviews, going through our interviews. So when you have these internship opportunities after you finish the graduate university, and then it will be easier for you to find a job.
Okay, thank you. Yes, anybody else? Yes, also you.
At the beginning of your speech, you said that in our country, mostly a supervisor is the CEO of the company. And I know that there is a thing that in European or foreign countries system, the working process is separate due to the departments, and each department do their job without like including the head of the company into the process. The aim is to give the result, not the process. But maybe with the connection of our mentality in our country, mostly the CEO included in every part. Do you think is it good or it's not like beneficial side of this structure?
So actually, in our country, CEO and founder, usually CEO and founder are the same person. So they are not interested in process, they are interested in results. But even though they, how to say, they make some changes during this period of time, even though they make decisions for the results. However, international companies, only numbers matter. If numbers say we should go this, then we make this decision. However, here in Uzbekistan, mostly it's depending on the feelings. And there is no trust for marketers, because actually marketing is really fresh department, fresh, I would say, profession in Uzbekistan. But thanks for the right now for the situation. Marketing is improving day by day. And we have right now so many opportunities for marketing, and a lot of companies are opening here in Uzbekistan. Actually, I can talk about marketing a lot because I love it. And the most thing that I like in marketing, it helps you to see what's going on the coulisses,
Backstage.
Behind
on the backstage. You know what's going on from the backstage. As an example, I can give you, for instance, recently we all know that Trump became a president of the United States, and he got shot. And before giving to the speech the next day, if you marketing, you know that before giving a speech, he has a focus group of people who he asks, like, should I have some bandage on my head and then go, or we just need something small? So he has a small group of focus group, and then they ask them, and then they make decision how they make decision how he should look, because this is a focus group, and this is again marketing. And when you know these everything in marketing, you try to understand, and you understand what's going on in the world, not just in terms of business, but also in politics as well.
So for the companies, they more like focus on, of course, the process itself, but they stick to the results, the outcomes, which reflect with numbers. More like here we have the sort of tendency to stick to the feelings, emotions when it comes to coming up with decisions. So, thank you. Anybody else?
Okay, which kind of challenges are you facing while managing your team, the system?
Challenges.
Yes.
Do you have a team in order?
Yes, I have a team. Well, it depends on the person. And the right now, what challenge I have, I want to make them out to work them autonomously. They work for themselves. We have like tasks. For instance, new phone is coming, new model is coming, and there is a processes that we need to make. Like, first of all, create a slogan for the smartphone, looking at key selling points that they have, advantages comparing to our competitors, right? And so we have a lot of steps. And right now, I'm writing these steps that, from marketing perspective, we should make. And I'm putting every person, like, it's how to say, it's a circle. Every time a new smartphone comes, the next step, the next step, what we should make. Slogan, then K visual. K visual is the billboard. K visual, and then after the K visual, KSPs, as I mentioned, key selling points, advantages, etc., etc. So we have a process, and right now I'm writing this process and who is responsible, and giving the timing. So everything happens without my intervention. That's the main challenge that I am facing right now.
So, for example, we have this page of one of the models, right?
Yes.
Honor.
That's
So
fresh model.
the fresh model. So this slogan will be created by one of your team members. So if like to say,
We have, again, as we have a focus group, so my team member, he creates several slogans, and then we send it to the group where we have selected target audience, and then they choose one of the best, and then we go with it. So this is like step by step. We need to give 2 days for them to answer, and then make design, etc., etc. So yeah.
And you have your own kind of deadlines, your roadmap, right?
Works.
So do you usually translate those slogans from Chinese, or you create from the scratch?
So this is the very nice question, because this is our advantage of Honor company. We are a localized company. We are global, but
at the same time,
local. So we integrate our global communication into local. That's why our slogans are created by ourselves. Moreover, our creative ideas are created by ourselves, because comparing to other countries, comparing, for instance, Kazakhstan, we like our own mentality. If Kazakhstan is more globalized, they like Western, etc., etc. However, we like our own mentality and our own culture. That's why a lot of global companies, international companies, they want to make local advertising here because it works here. People like it. The same thing happens in Honor. We try to localize our communication.
Follow-ups? Any other questions?
What you think about PR industry? You said marketing industry is growing, improving day by day in Uzbekistan. So as you said, you're a PR specialist. What you think about PR industry itself? So what's the potential of it nowadays in the future?
If you look at profession as a person, as a baby, I think marketing is, for instance, in Uzbekistan, in Western country, it's around 40, 50 years old person, marketing profession. Here, marketing, maybe 5 years old baby, 4 years old. However, PR, I think 1 or 2 years old, because PR, there is the time when you start, you should invest into PR. There is a time in the company when it reaches its best, and then you should invest. You don't know where to grow, etc. So there is a time. And in Uzbekistan, people, they don't know what is actually PR means. They think that it's just working with bloggers, with influencers, etc. However, PR is not about your product, your advantage. It's about the company itself, about its values, etc. So people who work in this industry, even though they don't know what is PR actually all about, a lot of people. So I think that it's first of all, if you want to be a successful PR manager, PR specialist, first of all, I think you should integrate to our market, where PR people are not actually PR managers. They are mostly working with influencers, bloggers, etc. So I think there is the companies that I know that work in PR industry, they are growing rapidly, and I think that's there is a lot of, in the future there will be a lot of shortage in PR specialists, and this is a very nice choice. However, I'm not sure that you will be able to work in the real PR for now, because even we, as I mentioned, because in local companies, even our friends, marketer friends, they don't usually work in marketing sphere always, because as I mentioned, in international companies, marketing is different. In local countries, marketing is different. The same in PR industry. So if you find an opportunity to work as a PR specialist, global company, international company in Uzbekistan, I think that would be really great. And it
And last question, as we know, we are living in a developing world, and as you know, the AI and tools, devices are developing, and the question is, like, for me, it's not fear, but it can be the challenge that we may face in the future. What do you think? What kind of advice would you give to be able to stand out in this like world? Developing.
competitive world.
Yes.
Um, Very nice question. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
right now, if our company expands, if our team expands, one of the questions that I will ask during the interview to the team members, future team members, I'll definitely ask if they know how to use AI. So that's very important even right now, and it helps save your time. And all my team members use AI. But however, I think if you become really nice specialists and you continue to working with AI simultaneously, working on yourself and working with AI, definitely you will be competitive. So I think we just need to go together with AI. So that's the future, and we cannot replace it. And in the future, maybe in 5 years, I think one company will have one person as a marketer. That's it. The company, they, they won't have designer, SMM specialist, etc. There will be one person who just knows how to communicate with AI, and also he knows the feelings about industry, about target audience, etc. So one person will be enough.
So I wanted to ask about competition. So you mentioned that there is three main companies, Honor and two others. So I think that you, of course, feel the competition between three main companies. And do you use some special marketing strategies to be special from others?
So, yes.
What kind of strategies you use?
Sure. Thank you. So before making decision about strategy, first of all, we make research. We have quantitative and qualitative research.
Yes.
So we make quantitative research. It's called BHC, brand health tracking. So looking at this quantitative research, we make points. We ask our target audience. We have a sample, a round of sample. We choose from different regions: Fergana, Wali, West, Tashkent region, etc. And we ask several questions. We have a lot of questions. For instance, what do you think? Honor, is it trustworthy product? Do you like it design, etc., etc.? And at the same time, we also ask them about our competitors as well. When the researcher comes and asks the person, he doesn't say like, I'm from Honor. They just say, we are from a research agency. What smartphone do you use? Xiaomi. Okay, let's answer my questions. I'll give you some amount of money, etc. So we'll get this information. We make it quarterly basis. So and as well, every quarter we have numbers. We also have numbers about brand awareness of our brand, consideration, etc. So looking at these numbers, and then we make decisions for the salary. As for the local companies, it's again depends on your feelings. You think that's actually the best thing, I think, when both of them comes together, the feeling and numbers.
What kind of skills do you see will be essential for marketers after 5 years? And where do you see yourself after 5 years?
Oh, difficult question. Yeah. For after 5 years, I think definitely speaking with AI, we need to know how to ask him questions, etc. So we need to right now start working with AI. and also after what kind of skills? Well, um, you know, I try to have more advantages than my competitors have. So when you look at your competitors and you see what skills they don't have, but they're essential for the market, that's the main skills. For instance, as I mentioned, here in Uzbekistan, you as a marketer, as a consultant, you always talk with the CEO, to found communication skills, to know his background, etc. That's the main point. You need to think beforehand, one step, two steps before, and than the others. That's the main thing. For the 5 years, after 5 years, how I see myself, definitely my own agency. We already made some steps with my partner towards our goal, but it's gonna happen in 5 years. It will definitely happen. But I see myself in Uzbekistan.
Do you repeat the partner? That's the question. Thank you very much. So the last couple questions. Yes, also.
You work in the landscape. I think this question is both. Yes. Work in the landscape where you are kind of bridge between the company and the customer, and the social psychology is a very important part in making decision in this landscape. And I have a question about: did you study it, or it just came? The knowledge just came to you during the process of the working in this sphere.
Social psychologist.
Yes, it's kind of you should understand what people are interested in, how to influence on yes, right, and so on.
Very nice question. To tell the truth, my field was banking and finance, and when I studied, I worked as for internship in another company in a marketing sphere. It was Carlsberg company. At that time, I found out for myself that marketing is actually my sphere. And coming back to your question, yeah, my practice helped a lot. For instance, and again, we are going back to numbers. If we talk about our target audience, for instance, is there anyone who watches TV? You don't watch television. You don't watch television. So, do you know that television actually is digital? I mean, we have information about how many people watch television. Do you know the process? The process of it, how they collect this information? So there is a sample around 500 families, and these 500 families, we don't know them. Kantar TNS company, that's global company, that they have a contract with these families. And each of these family, they have people matter. This is the equipment that finds the equipment that gives the data, which channels are mostly watchable, etc. And each member of the family, they have their own remote control. And for instance, I'm watching TV from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm a man, 30 plus. And when I watch the TV, for instance, football, and when my wife also wants to watch the TV, she need to turn on her remote control. At that time, this equipment will read that there are two people, one man and one female. Man is 30 plus. Interestings are this, salary is this, and women 20 plus. She's interests are this, etc. So whenever I come to when I make a decision how to influence to my target audience, I look at these numbers. Where are my target audience? Whether they're interested in TV, digital, SMM, ATL, etc. So I look at the numbers, and then we make a decision. We look at the channels that will be very sufficient to make influence on them. I think, I think that marketing runs the world
At the moment.
at the moment. Yes.
And I the question that I'm interested in that you said that you worked in a bond and then you've changed it to the owner. And the question is, what was the adapting process? As you know, there are different
Yeah, yeah.
strategies.
The interesting part of marketing is actually the structure is the same. For instance, we have B2B and B2C, right?
Yes, yes.
B2B market, for instance, the furniture company selling to Central Asian University furnitures. Yes, these are B2B, right? However, if you look at deeper, the person who makes decision here in Central Asian University, whether to buy this furniture or that furniture, this is one person. So it's becoming B2C again. There is no B2B, there is B2C. So the structure is almost the same. You just change the, what to say, like we have 2 + 5, etc. You just change the numbers, etc. But the result, the structure is the same. That's why it's not difficult actually.
I have a question. You said that in 5 years you see yourself in Uzbekistan, right? Do you think that as a marketer right now it's easier to be successful in Uzbekistan than in abroad? Do you think that it's easier in Uzbekistan right now because it's marketing is something new, right? You said that it's like a 3rd or 4th-year child, like. And so, what do you think, like?
One of the reasons why I think that I want to be here in Uzbekistan because I'm not sure that I'll be enough competitors, how would you say that, competitive in other countries because, as I've mentioned, they are too strong. Marketing specialists are too strong in other countries. That's why I see myself here in Uzbekistan. So whenever we make decisions, long-term decisions, we also need to include this real picture of the world. So I think maybe, I don't know, in Afghanistan, etc., I will be guru, but yeah, the nice place is Uzbekistan, and in 5 years, I think the marketing will be will improve a lot. But if you want to, it depends on your strategy. If you want to become as me, or as a, for instance, as a person who's a strategic person, and then it will take you more time to start earning a lot of money. For instance, if you, because the market is like, if you take our market here, you mean you're gonna work, it means you're gonna work with the local companies, and local companies, local CEOs, founders, they don't know about marketing. They heard something, etc. When they say market, when you say marketing, they say, oh, SMM, it's Instagram, something. So if you want to get money very fast, you need to speak in their language. Which means if you become a mobilographer, SMM specialist, after graduating, you will find a job and you will start earning enough money for yourself, starting from $500, etc., 1,000, etc. But if you want to take long run, for the long run, as I made, so it will take you more time to start earning enough money. For instance, right now, I work half a day consulting a company, and I make more money than I make in honor. But it takes a lot of time because in order to become a strategic person, you need to have enough background and experience.
Hello, question.
Last one.
Yeah. You make an unusual design to your customers, local customers, but it's not so good. And how industries can sell our special design to our customers?
So the question is, we made a design,
Unusual design to your customers.
and design didn't work.
Yes, absolutely.
So the question is, what we have to do in this case?
Yes.
Actually, we had experience that in the past, our designs didn't like, etc. First of all, we need to overcome the situation in the next part. again make focus groups, and before making an investment, give them opportunity to judge. Like we have 3 designs, let's see which design will better fit for them. Because actually, I wasn't even now. I'm not a target audience of Honor. I used to have Apple smartphone, but now in order to integrate to my audience, I only use Honor. So for design, I think in order to make it better, it just need to be creative, and again to look at numbers, and to ask your target audience which design they would like more. And for the design, uh, there is a rule. Maybe you have heard it, AIDA.
Yes.
We use this. So the right now, the things that you are learning here, they are very essential, because we work with this data every time. So our people who comes to our team, they already know it. They read it, etc. So these are the basic questions that we ask during the interview, like ATL, BTL, etc. AIDA. So you need to know everything. That's the very nice if you guys are right now learning. I don't know and heard about it yet.
Uh, Let me ask the final question. Maybe to close our uh, session. We talked about numbers. We talked about your experiences in many different companies. We also talked about some of the challenges that we face, some of the challenges that we are facing in the COVID. Let's talk about maybe. We also touched upon the future as well, right? So, can you please bring us any of your success that you are proud of? Let's say, I don't know, in Bonn, you came up with this great idea. It turned out as a very good outcome. Yeah, maybe it comes with the numbers, maybe it comes with the with something else. Do you have any like exact specific example that you might be kind of proud of yourself based on the actions that you have taken?
I know. Sure. I think one of the nice experience that I had with Najat Talam, I think that will be very nice experience, nice project that I have made and I can share. So the project was the company Najat Talam, as you have known, they teach SMM, digital marketing, and IT in Uzbekistan. They are leaders in this sphere, and they had a challenge. They wanted to go upper. They wanted to invest into their brand awareness and consideration. And when we were thinking about communication, what kind of communication they should make, first of all, we made a survey among the audience, among target audience, and we found out that the people who helps them to make important decisions are the family members, parents. So after that, we found out that we need to influence on the parents, and then we made ads about the parents that are they don't know what is IT, but they are trusting to the kids and paying for them because they trust them. They just love them and trust them. And this creative is dependent on the data. That is the best correlation when you have data and creative came together. And after that, we made really creative communication, and this communication helped to increase, starting from the first day of communication, increase the sales more than 20% comparing to the last year.
Okay. And as a result, you were able to find out that this move was actually successful.
Yeah. And we went with this creative ad to TV because our target audience right now is parents. Yes. However, our target audience, the main audience who study in Najat Alam, they are young. They don't watch TV at all.
Good. Cool. Very much. How about you? Do you have any experience that you are kind of proud about?
Is push ticket thoughts. The main case was that we have worked together, I think, for 1 year. It was a great challenge for us. It was great project for us. In the before 5 months ago, I've started as the head of marketing in Najat Talim. In this time, over say scaling departments in software.
Sales department.
Sales departments. Our sales are decreased for many reasons. And after that, I worked with team and how can I say? It's difficult.
Yeah, it's okay if you can speak Uzbek. We
Yes,
understand.
yes.
We understand.
o'sha 5 oycha oldin o'sha Najot ta'limda vaqtimizda o'sha sotuv biroz pasaygandi bizada o'zi shu yoz oylarida deyarli menimcha hamma joyda shu narsa sezildi sotuvda pasayish biza nima qildik o'sha yoz oyi uchun umumiy strategiya qildik va asosiy urg'uni avgustga qaratgan chunki bizada asosan sentyabr oyida katta qamrov bo'ladi va bu qamrov butun yilga ta'sir qiladi bizada o'shanga avgust oyida biza o'sha hozir zapusklar juda yaxshi ishlayapti biz o'sha zapusk sistemasini o'sha o'zimizda IT markazimizda qo'llab ko'rdik ko'p marta shuni orqasidan hozir men bu yerdan chiqdim sentyabrda lekin bilaman u yerda sotuv yaxshigina o'zgardi ya'ni shu zapusk sistemasi bizni markazda yaxshi ishladi
Zapusk sistemasi.
What is this launch system that we don't know about? Can you explain? Nima degani?
Who knows?
Zapusk. I think none of us know about
Zapusk bu qisqa muddatda brend uchun natija olib kelish qisqa muddatda siz asosan hozir target bilan ishlashyapti bunda ya'ni yopiq kanalga olib o'tib u yerda unga ma'lumot berib qisqa muddatda sotuv kim qurboni bo'ldi Zapusk shunda target orqali qo'shilib guruhga qanaqadir kurs sotib olganda bo'ldimi webinarda qatnashdilar shu narsa bizada yaxshi ishladi Zapusk sistemasi o'sha kim agar o'sha qisqa muddatda natija qilmoqchi bo'lsa o'zini yo'nalishida baribir ozroq o'rganib ko'rish kerak bizada yaxshi ishladi qiziqib ko'rdik.
So I think what they do is they create certain masterclass or webinar which is going to be free for prospective students. By attending this very meaningful short period of time conference, they will be invited to a certain channels or groups where they will be kind of given a very limited time to make their own decisions. And most people they make up their minds and pay for this paid course. In order to enroll to their learning centers, right?
Bundan tashqari o'sha asosiy u yoqda ishlagan vaqtim event yo'nalishida ishlab ko'rganman 500 dan ortiq tadbirlar o'tkazganmiz bitta o'zim ishlardim lekin o'sha event yo'nalishida o'shanda eng maza qilganim nima bo'lgan o'sha students lifega juda yaxshi yordam bergan bizada umuman o'zi O'zbekistondagi markazlar ichida deyarli eng ko'p event bizada bo'ladi o'sha interaktiv eventlar shu eventlar orqali ham biza qolgan markazlardan juda ajralib turadi
Russian asabsiyatlarni saqlab qolishga ham juda ko'p yordam. So as we have in here, we have this education plus entertainment, right? Edutainment in here. So they also have similar strategy, but they've done this from a long time ago. So they've been having lots of organizing too many events in order to keep the retention of their students and so that their current students can be potential promoters of their school. So this was actually run by him and all of those different types of creative ideas which were coming from him and from his team came up with good results. shukran.
Thank you.
All right, so I think we will finish in here. Thank you very much for curiosity, for your proactive listening, and thank you very much, dear guests, for coming all over from the central site and visiting us. Let's maybe take one little photo to end, and let's express our gratitude with our applause.